Okay, today's story is going to be The Little White Owl. It's one of your favorites, Phoenix. Okay? Once there was a little white owl who lived by himself in the snow. He didn't have a mommy, he didn't have a daddy, he didn't even have a name. But he didn't really mind too much. It had always been like that, and his head was full of happy stories. There he is. Sometimes he was a brave knight. Sometimes he was a snowflake. And sometimes he was a rocket blasting off to the moon. But every night at bedtime, he sat on his favorite branch, nibbling on toast with strawberry jam and counting the stars by himself. Then one day, he looked at the big blue sky that stretched on and forever. I wonder what's out there, said the little white owl. So he packed his teddy and his clock, and it was time to see the world. For days the little owl flew over turquoise oceans and deserts of gold. Then he spotted the prettiest trees sprinkled with tiny jewels. So down, down, down he swooped. But wait! These jewels had beaks. They were owls. Beautiful owls. Owls just like him. Would anyone like a bite of toast? He said. But the beautiful owls sat quiet and still. They didn't want to spoil their perfect feathers. Oh, how plain you are, groaned the green one. No color at all, sniffed the dotted red one, sorry. You don't belong with us. Go away. But I do have colors, cried the little white owl, here in my heart. And pumping up and down in me are lots of happy stories. I'll share them with you if you want me to. The owl sat and thought, then, sighed the blue one. A story might help pass the time. Fine, just one, said the flowery pink one with a yawn. So the little white owl swung on a branch with his teddy, and he munched on his toast and shared a happy story. Ah, breathed the blue owl dreamily when the little white owl had finished his story. The other owls all glared at her, and it goes, oops, sorry. She blushed. But couldn't we just have one more? Kind of sounds like you, Phoenix. So the little white owl closed his eyes, and the magical stories came pouring from his heart. Colorful tales of castles and knights and dragons with fiery breath. And blasting through the moonbeams and counting the bright stars, tumbling like a snowflake. Slowly, and rather to their surprise, the owls began to smile. Ah, they breathed. Then suddenly, more! Everyone cried. At last, when all the toast was gone, and the little white owl checked his clock, oh gosh, I need to go. Back to my sparkling home, I need to feel the snow and count the stars. But then, a blue wing fluttered, and the tail of a dotty red one began to twitch. Take us too, cried the pretty owls, sweeping into the sky. We want to feel your fluffy snow, count your sparkly stars, and play and laugh and tumble just like you. So the little white owl led them home. Where they tumbled, they twirled on ice. Like splashes of rainbow, they speckled the snow, their colors brighter than ever. Later, they huddled together and sipped warm cocoa. Tomorrow, when we fly home, said the little blue one, the white clouds will remind us of you. Promise you'll visit very soon? I promise, smiled the little white owl. And you can tell all your stories? Then he laughed. Then he snuggled up on his favorite branch. and soon was dreaming happy dreams as huge as the silver moon, the deep, dark sky that stretched on and forever. Love you, Papa. Night night.